Hello Gamers World, this is Adventure Rules, and welcome back to my journey to play every NES game. You might notice that, this isn't meant to be the next NES game in the list, because, well, I stopped doing the NES playthrough things for a while because it really started to drain me. The whole reason I started doing the playing every NES game series was for fun, and it just wasn't any fun anymore, so I stopped doing it. So I decided I'm still gonna get around to playing every NES game, but instead of forcing myself to do it in the order they came out, I'm just gonna play whatever games I feel like playing. Mega Man 1 is one of my favorite games on the NES, so I decided to start with that. Not much more reason for that. I just got so drained from playing so many crappy games in a row, I decided, rather than continue to torture myself for no apparent gain, I would just decide to, you know, play games I actually enjoy. I still didn't get around to trying to play every NES game, but this is the way that's most fun for me, just playing whatever game I want. I just feel like, honestly, like I said, the whole reason I did this was for fun, and if there's no fun, what's the point? I didn't want this to become a chore. Because there are good NES games, and we're still going to try to find some hidden gems, and we're still going to try to get around to playing all of them. For now, let's play some awesome Mega Man 1. Mega Man 1 is, even though it's not the best Mega Man game on the NES, it is the one I play the most, because whenever I feel like playing Mega Man Classic, I always go back to Mega Man 1 and then try to play Mega Man 2 and maybe 3 before I get burnt out on them. So the rest of the Mega Man Classic games I don't play that much. Regardless, my mind has a tendency to lump these games together because I never played them separately. When I grew up with these games on the Mega Man Anniversary Collection on the GameCube. Ah, darn it, I don't know space. Whatever. And that game had Mega Man 1 through 8, as well as the 2 arcade games. This collection just says 1 through 6. And if you want to play 7 through 10, you have to get the Legacy Collection 2. And if you want to play 11, of course, you have to buy it separately. And the arcade games are on one of the Capcom arcade stadiums now. So all the games on that collection are still playable today, but you have to buy them separately, I guess. Regardless, the plot of the original Mega Man is relatively basic, but it is a bit more intricate than your average NES plot. The basic plot is that Dr. Light and Dr. Wily were good friends who made robots together. However, Dr. Wily got jealous of Dr. Light getting more recognition than him, so he did the rational thing and got there. Nah, I'm just kidding. He tried to take over the world. Because of course he did. And Dr. Wily stole Dr. Light's robots and reprogrammed them for evil. Now, household robot Rock, who had a strong sense of justice, decided to ask Dr. Wily to turn him into a fighting robot, and hence Mega Man was born. That's the plot of the original Mega Man. That's it from the game itself. In fact, it isn't even set inside Mega Man 3 or so. Alright, that's set in game until Mega Man 3 or so. Yeah. Alright. Time to fight our first boss. Bomb Man. One great thing about Mega Man that you didn't see in a lot of NES games, or games in general back then, is the open-endedness, to get to choose which order you fight the bosses in. Which wasn't very common back then, still isn't very common today. Anyways, Bomb Man is a robot that was made for demolition. And he's always the one I go for first whenever I play the original Mega Man. A lot of people go for Cutman first, but I prefer Bomb Man first because if you go for Cutman first, you'll have to backtrack. If you're going with this one, that is. Regardless. Oh boy. Huh? Yeah, Bomb Man is not that bad. When you get close to him, he jumps away from you. And of course he'll throw his bombs. Bomb Man is pretty freaking easy. as you can see here. Took him out. And I get his weapon. Yeah, the thing about Mega Man games is that when you beat a boss, you get their weapon, and one of the other bosses, at least one of the other bosses, will be weak to it. Kind of like rock paper scissors, honestly, or Pokemon weaknesses. Anyways, next up, I'm going for Guts Man, one of the most popular robot masters for the first Mega Man, because he keeps showing up. Dr. Wily loves him, I guess. Keeps showing up in cameo appearances in later games. Like in Mega Man 3, there's a boss based on, there's like a later game boss based on him, and in Mega Man 7, there's another boss based on him. I'm not used to getting. Okay, let's see here. I also love how unlike a lot of games back in the day, because this game came out in like 1986, I think, or 1987. Like it was an early NES game. That's the thing. It was an early NES game in the first couple years of the system being out in North America, at least. So having levels with like unique themes like this was a rarity at the time. Sure, Bombman's level was supposed to be placed in the city, even though it's not that obvious, but this one's much more obvious. It's a quarry. Ah, darn it. Because Guts Man is a construction worker robot. Regardless. Doo-doo. I love me, Gus Man. I love the music in the Mega Man series as well. Gus Man's theme is iconic. Even though it's really the theme for Gus Man's level 9 boss itself, but still. There we go. Nah. Oh, there we go. Got past that. These enemies here are Bundy Hellies. I believe they're created as like reconnaissance robots. Like all the robots in this game have some kind of like purpose for which they were created. This is a Pickle Man, which is obviously created for mining operations. Oh, for freak's sake. Die! I don't have the weapon they're weak to. At least not now. Oh boy. What? If you're doing the challenges in the Legacy Collection, you're gonna have Firestorm, which is the weapon they're weak to, and it obliterates them in one hit. It's very useful against them. You're also gonna have Magnet Beam, which is an item that you get later on in the game. Oh god. Ah, I hate these guys. These are big eyes. They do a lot of freaking damage. You can just see if you get hit by them. Oh yeah, something I failed to mention last time. This is the only game in the Mega Man series in which there's enemies in the hallways leading up to bosses. There's another way this game is weird compared to later games in the series. Anyways, equip the Hyper Bomb. That's a weapon. How to fight Gus Man when I have to call the Bacon Room. I mean, come on, the background looks like bacon, doesn't it? At least it does to me. Regardless. Oh well. Got another try. Keep trying. Oh, first of all, I gotta kill these Met Tools. Yeah, these are Met Tools. They're basically the Goombas of the Mega Man series. In the fact that they're the most common enemies, recurring enemies in the series. Even though they're a bit tougher than a Goomba. The emphasis on a bit, but in the fact that they're not always vulnerable. Anyways, just time the throw of the bomb. Someone set up us the bomb. We get signal. What? Main screen turn on. It's you. How are you, gentlemen? All your base will belong to us. You have no chance to survive. Make your time. Ha ha. What you say? You're now on way to destruction. Alright. Oh, darn it. Wait, that was the one I was meant to pick anyways. Freak. I just mashed the start button. But thankfully, that was the one I was meaning to fight anyways. Cut Man. Yeah, the thing is, the Robot Master weaknesses make sense in the first couple games, not so much in the later games. That's mostly because in the later games, most of the Robot Masters were designed by fans and not the developers themselves, which resulted in them being caught between a rock and a hard place in regards to which bosses are weak to which weapons. Yeah, I think starting with Mega Man 3 or 4, they started having contests to see who would get to design the Robot Masters in later Mega Man games. I don't think they did that for 9 and 10, or 11, but they're doing it for like Mega Man Double Charge, whatever it's called. The new Mega Man game that was just announced at the Game Awards. Yeah, they're doing it for that game. I forget what it's called. Dual Charge or something like that? Regardless, it's essentially Mega Man 12. Because they don't want to name it Mega Man 12 for some reason, because they don't want people to feel like they have to play the first 11 games first. I don't know. Alright. That's probably what it is. They probably want to make people feel like they have to play the first 11 games first. Why they're not calling it Mega Man 12. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh gosh. Alright, these creatures are called, these robots are called adhering Susies. They were created to serve as barricade robots, to keep people out of hazardous areas. Or Dr. Wily repurposed them for evil. Dr. Wily Coyote. As far as I'm aware, the word wily basically means like cunning and also weird. I don't know. I'm not really sure what the word wily actually means. I just know Wily Coyote and Dr. Wily. When I was a kid, I used to call him Dr. Willy. Because I thought that's how I thought that was his name. That's kind of funny though. Like this evil mad scientist, Dr. Willy. Willy Winky. Alright. Alright, this is a Mambu, I believe is the name of that enemy. Now we have this freaking thing. The Super Arm is easily the most situational weapon in the entire Mega Man series, as you can only use it when there's big blocks so you can pick up and throw, and not every level has those. Anyways, what I was saying about what Master Weakness to be more obvious in the first couple games is that, well, Gutsman's weakness to the bomb makes sense because it's a construction robot, and Bombman's weapon is meant to blow up construction areas. And Gutsman's weapon is strong against Cutman because rock beats scissors. That's also why Cutman is actually takes the most damage from the Mega Buster of any boss in the Mega Man series, and that's because the official reason for that is because Mega Man's Japanese name is Rockman. You know, rock beats scissors, like I said. I'm trying to be a Buster Only there. In fact, the only Robot Master from the original Mega Man I can't beat Buster Only is Electric. I can beat all the other Robot Masters Buster Only, but Electric I can't. He's just too strong. Alright, because the Mega Man Legacy Collection gives you an option to fight the Robot Masters. But for some reason, they only do that for like the Fortress bosses, which I don't understand. Oh, darn it, I missed. Oh, darn it. Oh well, because I have no choice but to beat him Buster Only now. How many lives do I have? None. Alright. Oh! That was stupid. I have to start all over again. Oh well. What the hell? Oh, I must start Buster Ring. My lives back, that's good. Alright. I'm not sure what Cutman's level is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be some kind of sawmill? But if you're gonna make a sawmill level with a platformer, you should put some freaking saw blades in it. You know, the most obvious hazard imaginable? Sir Meat Boy did that. The most obvious hazard for a sawmill level? If you're gonna have a sawmill, you should have like saw blades as obstacles. That only makes sense. That's how you know it's a sawmill. Oh boy. Oh gosh, those guys, I think those enemies are just called blasters? I think this enemy is just called a blaster? And they were created for like a security robots. So it start blasting. Yeah, apparently they're designed to, but yeah, security robots, like they're just in people's houses, I believe. Just shoot at them, shooters, I guess. The American way. The American way. I probably shouldn't make American jokes like that because I'm Canadian. I don't have, like, the privilege of doing that, of making American jokes. I mean, then again, pretty much the entire rest of the world makes fun of the US on a daily basis anyways, so, I mean, I'm Canadian. So the jokes about Canadians are generally that we love hockey and that we're really polite and all this other stuff. We like to drink maple syrup. And sure, I am really polite. I do love me some maple syrup, but I don't like hockey. That's the only real Canadian stereotype I don't follow. I don't like hockey. I don't like sports in general, honestly. Like, being Canadian that doesn't like hockey is kind of sacrilege, but whatever. Yeah, like I said, I don't really give a crap about hockey. I can name like maybe 3 hockey players, and that's about it. Like Wayne Gretzky, Sidney Crosby. Actually, that's only 2 I can name. There's only 2 hockey players I can name. Wayne Gretzky and Sidney Crosby. Those are the only 2 hockey players I can name. Alright, let's go. Let's go to fight Cutman again. Can't believe I lost to Cutman twice. Cutman is generally considered, other than Bombman, Cutman is considered a pretty good boss to fight first. But for reasons I'm gonna get into a little bit later, he's not the one I go for. Maybe I should just try to fast rolling him until I die. Oh boy. That was not good. That was not good. That was not good. Yeah, like for this series, I'm trying to play the NES games on legal methods if possible. Use emulators as little as possible. Because I don't really like using emulators on emulators. At least, well, technically I am using an emulator right now because a lot of those official releases of games are powered by emulators. But whatever. Because this is powered by emulator. This Mega Man Legacy Collection is powered by emulator, as are most retro game compilations. And boom, he's dead. Alright. Cutman, I believe, was a robot created for cutting down trees. As seems pretty obvious, but whatever. Now, Glassman was obviously a robot created for construction, Bombman for demolition. Alright, our next robot we're gonna be fighting. Let's go for Electman. Alright. Because he's the next Cutman's weapon, you see. These little buggers are Gabio walls, which are also created as security robots. I believe they're typically created by Dr. Wily as security for his bases. Oh boy. I hate when I jump into the ceiling. Oh darn it! Why am I saying so bad? Come on. Come on! Wait? Wait? Ah! Lookily. You know what? Screw it. These enemies are called Gabio walls, and they cannot be destroyed by the Mega Buster. They can only be destroyed by special weapons. And they're a recurring enemy in the series that appears in multiple Mega Man games. And the whole thing with them is that in every game they appear in, they cannot be hurt. They can only be stunned by the Mega Buster, and it requires other Robot Master weapons to actually kill them, which is annoying. Now these are Watchers. I always thought they looked like aliens when I was a kid. Maybe because I was playing a low-res CRT, and I couldn't really tell they were robots. I thought they were aliens when I was a kid. Even though all the enemies in this game are robots. Regardless. There we go. That was easy peasy. Oh, great. buggers, because the recurring blocks have a name. They're called Yoku blocks. They're named after the person that came up with them. And they appear in almost every Mega Man game. And they're the bane of every Mega Man player's existence. Whenever I have an option to bypass Yoku blocks in some way, I always take it. But you don't always have a way of avoiding Yoku blocks in the Mega Man games. Like in Mega Man 2, I use the item 2 to get past. Like, I've never beaten Pac-Man stage in Mega Man 2 without using the item 2. Although I have beaten Quickman stage without using the Flash Topper. That's only because the challenges in this game require you to do that. I wouldn't have done it on my own volition. I'm not really like a challenge gamer. I mean, I do play challenging video games a lot. I do like try to challenge myself, but basically the way I challenge myself is just trying to beat a hard game. That's about it. I'm not trying to like do anything special with that game. Anyways, this thing here. Pick up this. Pick up this. You need the Guts Man weapon to get this. And this is the Magna Beam. It's a required item to beat the game. You cannot beat the game without it. Because there's a level later on that you need it to get through. It's kind of bullcrap, honestly. That this item that you can easily miss is actually required in the game. And the thing is, that's why I always go for Bomb Man first, because in weakness order, Bomb Man, if you're going for weakness order, if you went for Cut Man first, you go for this level again right after, but then you wouldn't have the Gut Man's weapon, so you wouldn't be able to get the Magnet Beam. So if you're going for weakness order, Bomb Man is the one I go for first to avoid backtracking. That's the simple reason why I always go for Bomb Man first. Also, the song this beat sounds like a song by Journey. Music in this level sounds like a song by Journey. I forget what that song is called though. Hey Dad. How you doing? I'm recording right now, but I'm doing pretty good. Alright. I almost got past that guy. I mean, no, you're a fan already, whatever. Alright, come on. Oh yeah, I should probably show off the Magnet Beam. The Magnet Beam, as you can see, creates a bridge you can walk across. It is very useful in some of the other levels. Not the levels that are hard, but some of the other levels are made worlds easier by it. In later games, items like the Magnet Beam would be given to you after beating a boss. They're not like hidden in levels, especially when you need them. Like, you're not just gonna find Rush Jet hidden in the level, except for like Mega Man 7, I guess. Oh gosh, those watchers. Yeah, like I think those tentacled eye stalks they have reminded me of aliens, which is why I always thought they were aliens when I was a kid. Alright. Frickin', I don't want to waste my Cutman weapon. But it is the only thing I have that, well, I have Bomb Man's weapon, but that's so hard to hit with. Bomb Man's weapon is one of the weaker weapons in the Mega Man series, in general, because of how hard it is to freaking hit with it. Because it would be better if it like exploded on contact with an enemy, but it doesn't. Oh crap! I'm failing so badly here. Mamma mia! Chingatoriria. Mama's gotta the diarrhea. All right. Oh, I have no health. Screw this, Magnet Beam. Oh gosh. What? Yeah, watch out for those like beam lasers. Alright. How many lives do I have left anyways? Just checking. What level was that? Just checking. I have one life, okay. Can I make this one count? Oh god! Oh darn it! You want to get my lives back? Oh No, I'm gonna keep trying to do this. Alright, let's go. I'll go on the inside this time. I'll come up on the inside rather than the outside. Come on, darn it. I love the music in this level. If that wasn't already obvious. I'm gonna have enough cut plays to. I'm gonna have enough super cutters. That's what the first name of that weapon is. Super Kami's weapon is super cutter. I'm gonna have enough super cutters to beat Electman now. I'm just. You know what? This. Should I use rewinds? I'm not sure. I haven't really used rewinds much in this series. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. All the way down to the friggin' bottom. You know what? Screw it. These aren't meant to be professional playthroughs, just meant to be experiencing each game. They're meant to be like, you know, me experimenting and showing off each game. Screw you! I use rewinds. I have space-time rewind powers, bitch. I didn't mind using this in Zelda, so I'm not gonna mind using it here. At least not after a while. Alright. Alright. Oh, this freaking guy. Oh, thank goodness I got past him. Good. Alright. I believe this is also the only Mega Man game in which I'm not completely sure. I believe this is the only Mega Man game in which the hallways before bosses can be vertical. Because almost always they're just horizontal. I think this is also the only Mega Man, at least the Mega Man Classic game, where the hallways before bosses can be vertical. I don't know. Alright. There we go! Huh. See how much damage his freaking Electine does? It can kill you in 3 hits! Thankfully, you can also kill him in 3 hits with his weakness. Alright. Huh? Alright. Just wanted to check how much time I was recording here. 28 minutes. I can keep going. Next up, Iceman. You see, oh yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that the reason why Kami's weapon beats Electman's because scissors can cut wires. Because scissors can cut wires, I think is the reason. I think. Makes the most sense to me. Anyways, these are crazy crazies. Even though they themselves don't appear in later Mega Man games, enemies like them do. Like, in the fact that they're composed of 2 separate sections. And the thing is, you have to destroy their head to destroy them, as if you destroy the body, the head, the upper part of the body will fly at you. Like I said, crazy races become the basis for other enemies later on in the series, but they never appear after the original Mega Man. These adhering Susies. Okay, this one's a little bit longer than the others. Oh boy. Oh, I hate these things. Okay. I'm using the magnet beam. Oh boy. Come on. Get me out of here. I'm not very... I mean, I am good at this game. I thought I was good at this game, but I have beaten it multiple times. Even though it might not seem like that to survival thing. It's funny, for someone who's beaten this game multiple times, I sure do suck at it. Oh, darn it, I ran out of freaking magnet beams. Darn it. Yeah. I want to keep going because I want to show off the Wily Fortress levels. For a while, I considered making the Mega Man Legacy Collection a full-on Let's Play series, and I might still do that in the future. But for now, this is just meant to be part of my NES playing series. I want to see if I can beat this game in this video. I'm just gonna keep playing for a bit longer. Alright, I still have the random game. That sucks. That sucks even more. Oh boy. You know what? It's been like I've been playing this for like 30 minutes. I think I should end it off here anyways. If I ever do a full series, that's when I'll show off more of the game. Anyways, until then, until next time, this is Dimensional Rules saying ciao.